Yo, what's up, people? So I want to talk about something. It's the end of the year, end of 2018. We're moving into the beginning of 2019. Everybody, this is the time where a lot of people start revising their fitness and health goals. They want to get into the gym. They want to, start off the new year fresh and all this stuff. And every year, there's a big rush of people that does that. And I want to speak on that. So if that's you, definitely, follow through with your goals, but don't get discouraged. And for anybody who's thinking about it, at the top of the new year, I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to diet. I'm going to do it. Definitely do it. Don't get discouraged if you fell off. Don't get discouraged, if there's a lot of people who they're even embarrassed to go to the gym because of the way they look. So there's people that say, oh, I'm too fat. I want to lose weight before I go to the gym, because they're so conscious of the way that they look. And you can't do that. Just go. Let me flip this around. I hope I don't screw this up. This felt kind of crazy. So you have to get into the gym. I personally know people who they want to prepare themselves to go because they're worried about the people who look good. And, if somebody's overweight, they're like, well, I'm insecure because I don't want to be looking a certain way. This is why you're in the gym, to work out, to get fit. Whatever your goals is, this is why you go. So don't go there worrying about, I don't have the proper attire because I want to look cute in the gym. Or, I'm too overweight, so I don't want to be looking crazy in the gym. These are the reasons why you go. Take that nonsense out of your head and get into the gym. This guy serious. So that's number one. Number two, if you fell off, if you slipped up, diet, exercise, whatever it is, don't let that discourage you. Just get back into it. If you have been following my channel from the beginning, this channel started off as a fitness channel. It started as my journey through health and fitness. And as you can see, I've definitely consistently had my ups and downs throughout this process, even to the point where this is no longer just strictly a fitness channel. But the thing I want you guys to take from that is this is real life. Like, I go through it, and we're all the same. We go through it. Like, I salute certain people that I know, like my brother Tone from MBO Fitness. I've seen the trials and tribulations, the ups and the downs that he's gone through over the years, and he still perseveres no matter what. He's in the gym. He's always in tip-top shape. A lot of us, just for whatever reason, whether it's life, finances, just lack of motivation, whatever it is, not all of us can do that. But you can't get discouraged when you slip off. You just got to get back into it, So don't let anything stop you. The biggest thing that stops most of us is up here. It's our mental. For instance, when I was last in the gym and I was trying to get reacquainted, and I know it's going to happen again, I went into there thinking all this stuff, and it's typical. We all do it. I'm worrying about, damn, I'm not as strong as I was, so I don't want people to see me lifting, lightweight when they used to see me lift heavyweight. I don't want, I put on some pounds, I lost some muscle, so I don't want people in here looking at me crazy because I know they knew how I used to look. And yo, man, forget all of that. All of these things are going to play on your mind, but you have to understand that it's just part of the process. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't let it overtake you, and just get in there and do what you got to do. All of the negative outside forces, push it out. And most of those outside forces comes from up here. So you got to understand it. You have to manage it, and you have to get rid of it. You just have to focus on what you need to do. The other thing is, like I said, a lot of us worry about, oh, I don't have the clothes. I don't have the time. Man, you got the time. We all got the time. You can make the time. And a lot of us also on some, oh, I need a workout partner. I'm looking for the motivation. Just listen. You can't be worrying about a workout partner, because that's never going to work consistently for you. Get your ass in the gym. I always say this, get in the gym, watch your diet, start walking, whatever it is you need to do, do it. There's no excuses. There's so many things that you can do Get yourself a step tracker. I always wear the step tracker. You might notice it on my wrist. I always wear this. This thing, believe it or not, motivates me when I'm focused. Even when I'm not so focused, it motivates me to walk a little bit more because I pay attention to the numbers. So I'll look at the numbers and give myself a goal for the day and try to meet that goal or exceed that goal. Just do little things like that to help. There's times like today, I was out moving around shopping. A lot of times I'll purposely park on the far end of the parking lot just so that I have to walk. Or if I come out of one store and I have to go all the way across to the other store, instead of jumping in the car and going halfway across the parking lot and moving into another spot, I'll just walk. I'll do certain things just to give myself, you know, extra walking, extra exercise. Believe it or not, if you do those things consistently, they pay off. And even if you don't see it, you'll feel it, and it'll at least at the minimum, it'll put you in a certain mindset where you're more active. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of times where instead of taking elevators, I'll take the steps. You know, just certain things. If I have to carry something up the stairs, anything, whether it be groceries or whatever it is, I'll do certain things. I might jog up the steps. I'll carry extra stuff just to make it heavier on me. And I know ways to find anything to turn it into an exercise, because again, even if it's just in your mind, it puts you in that mind frame of doing a little bit more, of staying active, being active. Just keep yourself in that frame of mind, and you'll find yourself doing a lot more than when you're telling yourself, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I don't feel like walking. Or a lot of times I'll hear people say, oh, I walked enough today, I don't need to do nothing else. No, you need, if you don't look the way you need to walk, you didn't walk enough. Listen, stop making excuses. But also understand, like, the things that you do also affect you. If you're drinking, if you know, as far as liquor and stuff like that, those things are going to affect your motivation. They're going to affect your energy. They even affect your skin. They affect you all across the board. So if you can, limit that stuff. And also know how to bounce back. So like, for instance, if you know, when you drink, that stuff, it dries out your skin, it dries out your insides. So obviously you want to hydrate with water, but then there's things like black seed oil, for instance, helps if you're taking it internally as well as putting it on your skin. It helps rejuvenate and revitalize your skin. If you're using stuff like coconut oil and different things, it helps. Even drinking alcohol and liquor, it dries out your hair, makes your hair brittle. It does all these things to you, where those same things, the black seed oil, coconut oil, all those things, you put it in your hair, especially black seed oil, it helps strengthen and rejuvenate your hair. It's all of these different things that you have to be mindful of. So, you know, when you're celebrating for the new year, the holidays, all that stuff, be mindful of what you're eating. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body as far as alcohol. Either cut it out or limit it. All of those things. And if you are going to do it, you know, just do it for the day. Try not to do it in excess, all those things. And do what you have to do to bounce back. But all of those things are vital in you trying to get yourself, you know, whatever your goals are. So, you know, set yourself. And here's another thing. A lot of times when people start their New Year goals and they get into the gym, they're concerned about not looking, like I said, they're concerned about not looking good. They're concerned, if you're new to the gym, you're going to be concerned about not doing exercises right. You have to just learn and figure it out. We always, even people that is used to being in the gym, we all feel like people are looking at us and people are judging us and this and that. Yo, you have to block that out and not get caught up in everything we do. We end up psyching ourselves out. So be mindful of that. Understand that these things are normal and most people are going through it, but also understand that you have to block it out and you can't feed into it, because those are the exact things that will stop you from reaching your goals. I did that myself. I took some time out from the gym, and when I got back in there, I was psyching myself out. But I was able to laugh at myself because I was actually used to the process. So I was able to block most of that stuff out, but it still was happening. And it still took me a couple of days in the gym to get my mind right and say, yo, you can't get caught up in that. But it is real and it is strong. So be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? And also don't set unrealistic goals. So you're not going to lose 50 pounds your first week. Whether you're dieting or whether you're in the gym, you're not going to look the way you want to look overnight. it's not going to happen. A lot of people start a whatever their regimen is, diet, working out, whatever it is. They'll do it for a couple of days. They'll do it for a week. They'll do it for 2 weeks, and they say, oh, I don't see no impact. I don't see no change, so they give up. You have to understand realistically, it did not take you. You didn't gain that weight overnight. You didn't lose that muscle overnight. It took you time. And as funny as it is, it actually took you a considerable amount of consistency to get to that point, wherever that negative point you're at. So you have to also understand that it's going to take a considerable amount of consistency and dedication to get yourself out of that. So understand that. Don't come in with these unrealistic expectations. Look for the small goals along the way. So for instance, for me, I look at things like, okay, if I'm eating less than I was last week, I'm moving forward. If my energy is a little bit better, if I'm waking up easier, if I'm lifting a little bit more weight today, even if it's 2 pounds on something, there's progress. If I feel better just in the gym and I feel better lifting, you know, I'm making progress. Understand that. When you're sore, is another thing that throws people off. When you get sore, people get thrown off because you might be getting back into working out. You wake up the next day, you're sore as hell. You can't move. Your arms hurt. You can't walk. And they say, oh, I'm done. I can't, this is bad. I can't work. I'm never doing this again. You have to understand that's part of the process. So don't let that throw you off. If you're sore, that means you worked your muscles. And that shows you how much they haven't been active. So give yourself a couple of days to let that pass and then get back in the gym. Once you start working out consistently, you won't be sore. So if for instance, you go into the gym, your arms end up being sore, if you got to take a day or two, that's fine. But get back in the gym even the next day if you can. Work another body part. Just don't work that same body part. Allow that other body part, that body part to heal and work something else in the meantime. That's when having workout splits and all that stuff comes into play. So don't let soreness throw you off. Soreness is a good thing, like I said, because it's going to show you what you wasn't doing. And it's going to show you that you are now working those muscles. So use that as a let it be a good thing for you instead of something that is it detracts you and makes you want to quit. That's pretty much it. I don't want to go too long with this. I'm gonna have some other tips and stuff as I move forward, but I just wanted to get that, you know, off my chest. And as I'm getting back into the gym, like I said, I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna deal with a lot of the same stuff that I'm telling you. So it's not just talk, it's real. And as much as I'm used to the process and all that, I know the same stuff is happening. For me, going into the gym the last couple of days, I haven't started going hard yet. So I've just, you know, taken my time, getting myself reacquainted with certain things and easing myself into it. You know, like I said, because I know the process. I can't go in there trying to lift, you know, 315 and do all these heavy, crazy lifts I was doing. My body's no longer prepared for that. So in the end, I would go, in the past, I would go into the gym and be discouraged because the only thing I'm thinking is, oh, I was so much stronger. I used to do this and do that. Well, guess what? You ain't doing it now. That's what I tell myself. It ain't possible, but you can and you will get back to that. So go through the steps to get yourself there. Stop psyching yourself out. Stop trying to jump so far ahead. We're starting back from the bottom and we're going to get this done. This is literally what I tell myself. So just understand that it's all a process. Don't let your mental throw you off. So let's further this conversation in the comment section. Any other tips and stuff that you have to get yourself back on point, whether it's diet, exercise, focus, motivation, leave it in the comment sections. Let me know what you do to help yourself and get yourself on point, because it will help other people who's watching this video and who's reading the comments. It'll help other people learn some things, and you know, let's help each other help each other. So until next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button, show your support. Definitely hit that notification bell so you will be alerted the next time something else pops up on the radar, because there's going to be a lot of stuff on the radar.